What's up, guys? Back at it again. Anime and beer. Mr. Maple here. Black belt in anime. Oh my goodness, if you haven't seen it, well, we're going to title this video, spoilers ahead, guys. Spoilers. The latest My Hero chapter is out. A lot of questions, a lot of mixed reviews, and a lot of mixed feelings. But hey, you know what it is. Back at it, where we talk about the latest manga, comics, anime, you name it. Anime and beer is what we do. So crack open a cold one, get ready to dive in, because that's what we're doing. That crisp sensation, sir. I almost didn't cheers you. I apologize for that.
It's Modelo time.
So, we got to dive right into this with me. Start from...
I'm about to dive in.
Exactly. And, the whole thing is, you're reading this. The last, 4 chapters have been crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy reviews. I mean, we got the reveal of Dabi. We got Best Jeanist back. We've got Mario back. What is going on?
We have an official Bakugo name, apparently.
The new hero name. But let's kind of start. Let's rewind. How did Mario get his powers back? For the predictions that people have had before, obviously Eri is training. And she has been working on her quirk, training with Eraserhead, training, with the other heroes. Rewinding quirks. They did it very briefly with Mario, though.
The thing is, and what people probably saw it, like I saw it, but nobody really addressed it. Nobody really,
yeah.
But when Lemillion, I want you to set the scene for me, and I want you to think about it. How did Lemillion get his powers back? We're going to start there. How did he get it back?
Well, for one, he's obviously, still in contact with Eri and Eraserhead. He's at the...
Stop.
Okay.
When he got his powers back, what was the scene?
He was explaining, he heard what was going on, and he wanted to help.
To who?
To Eraserhead, Eri,
Eraserhead.
Yeah.
That means this happened before they went to the battle. Eraserhead knew Lemillion had his powers back.
Almost like when, kind of to reference Naruto, like when Lee was healing and they said he'll never be able to walk again and all that and da-da-da-da-da, and he was still training and working on it, and then, we got drunk and Rock Lee. But, yeah,
that's what people... I haven't had anybody mention that before. It was before... battle.
It had to be. And also,
so this whole time while they were fighting, in the back of Eraserhead's mind, he knew Lemillion was kind of like a contingency plan. When push came to shove, he probably told Lemillion, stay back.
Exactly.
And when things get heated, then you show up.
Well, they also talk about it when they're on the battlefield, how the hell did you get here? He's like, well, my permeation quirk. He's like, yeah, but the actual
he's a smart ass.
Yeah, the actual place that he was at was the Night Eyes agency that they were spying on the League of Villains is actually right near the battlefield.
Yep.
So he shows up. Next thing you know, we've got Hoda didn't die. She did not singe and burn in the last chapter. Dabi did not kill her. She is singed. She is hurt. And it's really just kind of stopping the Namu, and they're still fighting the Namu. Jeanist is still on his heels, not really doing much, but still
holding him down,
keeping his guard up.
Yeah.
Ida is still running to the battlefield, by the way. He's just about to be there. And who gets up from a bloody mess, ready to fucking go round 2?
Again.
Our boy...
King Explosion Murder.
Bakugo. Or...
Lord Explosion Murder!
Oh, where is he?
God Explosion Murder Dynamite. His hero name was revealed. We got a hero name.
God,
and I mean,
Explosion
Murder Dynamite. But how it's spelled. Dynamite. Kid! Dynamite! Oh, dude, I swear. I would... Oh, my God. I like it. I like it, obviously, remember when they were all picking names before, and he was like, murder, God, exploding, killer, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you can't have killer in your hero name. And he's like, so what? It's stupid.
Well, apparently he can have murder.
Yeah. Well, I think definitely later on, he's going to be referenced as Dynamite. Which, I like it. I dig it. Very, very fitting. Very obvious too. Very straightforward too. I mean, the kid sweats
It's
nitroglycerin.
With these
right?
with these name changes.
Mhm.
Your phone going off made me realize I need to turn mine off.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
With these name changes, my local comic book shop, Coastal Comics, plug in. If you're in the Myrtle Beach area, check out Coastal Comics.
Mhm.
Drew's awesome. But he made a good point. He says we're in a time now where the shows we're watching, not time as in era or anything, but shows that are ongoing that have Mandalorian, not spoilers, but Baby Yoda gets a name. I'm not calling him that. But Bakugo gets his name.
Which is huge.
What does this mean for merchandise now? Because he made a good point. He's like, yeah, people are buying all this child stuff and Baby Yoda stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, now we're gonna get beep merchandise.
Yeah.
For there's people that
Yeah.
really don't want to know his name
Yeah,
yet.
but like
yeah,
that's a huge thing. Like, well, to be fair too, I mean, yeah, it would make sense, but also too, you know who else doesn't have a hero name yet?
Todoroki.
Yeah, Shoto does not have a hero name yet.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're going into the battlefield, and he's still in a bloody mess, but he's still leaping around and exploding, and they're actually headed toward Genist. And also, too, Dobby is still relevant, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Endeavor has not moved from his spot in 3 chapters, which is probably going to be like at least like a crazy special when adapted into the anime. I know, yeah. We're gonna get some. I think we're gonna get some flashbacks. I think the anime is gonna do that a little more justice.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Bakugo, aka Dynamite, he's in action. He leaps up. He's going after the gang and helping them out with the Namus and Genist.
Mm-hmm.
Mirio's still permeating and punching people, and obviously he can't just beat him up with one punch. He's getting helps with fights. Shoto is holding off Dobby.
I really want to say holding him.
Well, not holding him off, but he's on his heels too. I mean, he's fighting his older brother, and Dobby is literally mocking Todoroki, and then looking over at Endeavor. Endeavor still hasn't moved. Midori is like, all right, dude, like, he's over there, like, man, he's like, Endeavor's not the guy you used to be, like, and Dobby's like, well, look at that, I'm glad you were raised with love. He's like, being just a petty sibling. I'm glad you were raised with love. I'm glad you were, brought up like this.
I no longer have that stuff anymore.
He's like, I no longer have that stuff
feelings,
anymore.
I don't have emotions.
Exactly, and he's just gonna be like, he's like, yo, he's like, well, now Dad gets to see his greatest creation burn to a crisp. He's like, are you watching, Dad? Look what I'm doing. And I'm like, someone wasn't hugged as a kid. Like,
speaking of hugs, that's exactly what Dobby gave Shoto.
Yeah.
A big brotherly burning hug.
But before he could do it, come on.
No matter how you tell the story, it's still weird.
Okay. So, you think Bakugo is the only one shining in this story? Well, you can't have the My Hero story without our boy Deku. Deku is sitting there seeing all of his friends and allies doing something. He defends Endeavor and lets people know, like, even though Endeavor was kind of a dick in the past.
Yeah.
He's not that anymore, and I've seen his growth. And the fact that Deku has seen his growth is a huge, like, plug in Endeavor. Like, he's trying to become a better person,
right,
overall. And even you see Endeavor kind of like shaking in a cold sweat, and like he's like, Midoriya, like, I'm grateful for that, thank you for that. And then you go to cut over Black Whip. We all know, who follow the manga, is not released to the anime yet, guys. If you're watching this and you haven't followed,
really,
it's still not in the anime yet.
Black Whip
is not in the anime yet. Black Whip is coming next season. Sorry, but like, definitely a more like, how far are you on Tokyo Ghoul? My Hero Academia doesn't matter, nigga. Long Beach Griffey. Shout out Long Beach Griffey. That's a funny video.
I didn't finish Tokyo Ghoul.
No, but it was his reference. He said, like, manga versus anime, but like, man, Black Whip is the quirk of a pass activated, like one for all user. It's a pass quirk of one of the users, and we've seen Deku use it. He's basically Spider-Man. He's basically Spider-Man for just a few, like maybe a few seconds, maybe up to 30 seconds now, and his limbs are broken. But for my manga readers who have followed the manga and also know, he had two very specific classmates help him train. One, of course, was Bakugo, a.k.a. Dynamite. And Froppy.
Yeah, Ida helped him too.
And Ida helped with the Shuto style, though. Yeah. And Ida, all those students helped him out. Well, Black Whip has a new style. Froppy style. Deku shoots Black Whip out of his mouth. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. To help Shoto real quick. To help Shoto. You're not feeling it? Oh, man. But come on, though. Let Froppy get her little plug.
I was actually spoiled by it. So maybe that's why I saw it on Twitter before the issue even came out.
Okay. That makes sense.
Twitter is toxic. Oh, geez.
Dude, anything anime, I stay away from Twitter.
I'm like,
I just don't want to know way too much.
And people were commenting under the pictures like spoilers, like, is this even real? Like, did this happen?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And it was like, I'm like, God, I hope that didn't happen. And it was true, and I'm like,
Dude, it was such a good moment because, like, that just shows Deku's still evolving, too. And, like, that's super cool that he's actually incorporating his classmates, obviously the past users, you know, everything like that. It's very clarifying because you don't get that really a lot in other animes. You know, like Sasuke, you know, envisioned Rock Lee's speed with the Sharingan and then used it later on. But using a whole nother like physical style with your own twist on it, and even Naruto copied Sasuke with the Lion's Barrage with that up kick. He just used his Shadow Clone to do it against Kiba. Like everybody kind of gets a little nitpick from one another.
But on a side note. Well, not even a side note. Same note. I was actually talking with a coworker. If you remember back in the issue when he was asking for all that help, he never pulled them aside individually. The whole class was there.
That's right. When he kept getting shot with by Bakugo because he had his little afro and a little skit. That was right when Bakugo flashed back and he said, "Why is the fourth user?" Oh,
can you imagine? He took pieces from all his classmates. That's just my prediction. He took pieces from all, because there was panels where he actually trains with Ida, trains with Froppy, but everybody, he was with Uraraka. He trained with because he used Uraraka to help him like use Black Whip to float around. Froppy style, Ida shoot style.
All
I'm saying is 100% Harden. Harden style, but not really Harden style. But yeah, I mean, I think he talked to more than just those classmates that we saw.
Well, I can see definitely
we're going to see bits and pieces, not necessarily get a backstory as to why Kirishima taught him this, but it's going to be he's going to say something or he's going to name a move in a way or do a gesture that's like that's Kirishima. Oh crap, that's Kaminari.
That's right.
Or that's Yuga. Like, yeah.
Well, but also, too, is like, you know, he kind of saves Shoto a little bit, gets some space between Dabi and him. But also, too, meanwhile, what's going on, too, is everybody's forgetting about Gigantomachia. And
Best Genius had him, like,
he's still, what's that? How powerful is Genius? Because he is on his heels, defending the Namu, holding down Gigantomachia still. Gigantomachia gets up like one big time adrenaline jump. But if my manga readers know what happened, several issues back, Class 1A put a sedative in Gigantomachia. And I think it was more of an adrenaline thing, why it didn't kick in so quickly. And it was honestly kind of the punchline, because I honestly forgot about it until, you know, it was brought up at, like, the end of the chapter.
I remembered.
Yeah. But I was like, damn, maybe he's immune to it. I was like, Jesus, dude, this guy, okay, it didn't work. Sorry, Class 1A. Because even they were like, damn, man, like, it didn't work.
Because he actually started feeling the effects, but then he got back up.
That's what I'm saying. So it was like, I feel a little drowsy, whatever. And he gets up, and then he's like, wait, why can't I move? What's going on? And he's like preparing to fall over, and then it cuts to Miria. Miria's like, oh, yeah, I forgot to relay a message from the others.
Yeah.
And like, so that was kind of a little humorous end to it all, because we've only seen Mirio serious once. and that was, of course, against Overhaul.
Mm-hmm.
And like even now, he even said it at the beginning of the chapter. He's like, man, I got to get the nostalgia back because it's been half a year. It's been half a year since he hasn't had his cork. So he's literally out there.
Kind of like redoing it.
Yeah, he's kind of
all over
reliving it.
again.
That's why, like you go down the panels and Bakugo names himself and it cuts to Genist and it cuts to everybody. It's like they're
Like
going down the
childish,
line.
disturbing,
Mouthful.
tacky,
There's a mouthful, tacky, super tacky. And then it cuts down to Mirio. I like it, kid. I like it, kid. You're spunky and courageous and more heroes need to be that way. So he got Mirio's stamp of approval. But, I mean, what's some predictions?
All right.
Anyway, the prediction here. No, sorry if it cuts out, guys. Had a little technical difficulty. But the predictions, though, what we're going into.
Mm-hmm.
The end of the chapter, we see Class 1A. And they're like, the sedative must have worked because they can hear the rattling and like Gigantomachia.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, we go into the next chapter. Like everybody's still getting a glow up, man. Everybody is still doing a good job. And I'm still waiting for the punchline, man. I'm like committed now at this point. I just want to know, what are we going to get into? What is happening? And quit leaking stuff, guys. Jesus, can we have one thing? Can we have one thing? Stop leaking stuff.
No, they're going to continue to leak. They're going to leak things.
Robert read it all before me, and I was super excited to see him at work and talk about it because I was going to read it at work and then tell him about it.
When was this? Before Sunday?
Yeah, he found like leaks.
Oh, jeez. I feel sorry for Matt.
They're gonna
because
that's
1,000 One Piece drops January 4th. Well, that's if Matt doesn't find the leaks himself.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. Let's stay right here on this chapter, man. Is everybody did their part with the villain? So are we? First of all, is Endeavor going to come out of this cold shade? I mean, he's still there. He's been there for the past 3 issues now.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Oh my god! And then you get there's just so many questions. There's so many questions. Like, yeah, there was kind of a little like, ha, like a little gleam of hope, but ha, and the whole thing is like you sit here and like you're reading it and you're like, man, and we're totally forgetting because they're jumping around. Hawks is still beat up over there. Tokoyami, Uraraka and Togata are about to fight.
No, I think she left.
Did she leave?
Yeah, she left.
Oh, that's right. They did. She just wanted to know what a question and bounced, I think.
Yeah, she just wanted to inquire about Deku.
Yeah, what makes him so amazing or whatever. And look, Deku getting all the females. Okay, Deku, I see you. Nice guys don't finish last.
Yeah, we got another Luffy over here. Get all the bad bitches.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Just like, what do you think though? I mean, like, are we like, is this like, are the League of Villains finally gonna just back off? At least for now.
I mean, we do have the cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Gigantomachia he's out. He's going to be out.
Dude, I wonder if Shigaraki is about to wake back up in the next
Shigaraki's out.
Like,
I mean, he woke up to give Gigantomachia the command, then he just passed back out.
Well, everybody's still kind of wondering about the whole Eerie thing too. Is she gonna start rewinding quirks? Because if you think about it,
I mean, rewinding quirks. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point is only going to be rewind the people who need to be rewind.
Can she rewind Namu's? She puts you back to your original state. That's the eye opener for me. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, because now it's confirmed. Because remember, it shows her in the panel. She rewound the lizard with the tail, and she rewound it to his tail was good again.
But it still leaves the tail that was cut off. So maybe that's going to play a factor. Maybe.
Solid note. Definitely. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on.
It's like you chop your arm off and lay it on the table. She rewinds time, grows your arm back, but your arm is still there.
Dude, there's just so many things. And I mean, like, I'm just sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, man, what are they about to do?
I have no clue.
Like, are the villains going to get a hold of Eerie again? Because
I mean,
remember,
keep in
her horn starts to come out too. Because she's gotten control of it. Because remember, it was a little like dot almost, and then now she's got the horn sticking out.
It grows because it's
almost like a beacon.
She's holding within the power, and in order for it to shrink, she has to release it. Which was explained. But I don't know. I mean, they still have Turagiri. Shiragiri? However you say his name. They still have him. So maybe, because then they say technically he was a Nomu.
Yeah. Well, they never explained it after that. Because remember, it was Izawa went and saw him.
Cried.
And then that was it.
That was really it.
That was the end of the chapter. And then Vigilantes dropped the backstory behind all that.
I need to read Vigilantes.
Vigilantes is another good one, guys, with the My Hero thing. And School Briefs. I like to get to know the kids. Honestly, like, it's really cool. They get to be high school kids and heroes. It's like living like a double life. It's like you get to read a comic book about Peter Parker and then go read about Spider-Man.
Oh, dude. Don't get me started on comic books.
I mean, but guys, there's a lot of possibilities that are going to happen. There's a lot of things, a lot of questions, a lot of stuff going on. I mean, do you have anything else to add?
Honestly, this was a great issue, but it just gave more questions. It just
I have so many questions.
More questions.
I have so many questions.
Honestly, don't. It was a good read.
He didn't like Froppy style. That's what he wants to say. He wasn't feeling it, guys. Let us know how you felt about Froppy style. Let us know how you felt about Dynamite. Let us know how you feel.
That's gonna be on a shirt,
dude. The kid Dynamite. Oh man, that's.
It's gonna be on a shirt. If it's not on a shirt, I'm gonna riot. I'm
gonna riot too because I don't think they could put Murder God Explode. I don't think you want to go around with a shirt that says Murder and God in the same caption. That's just me. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, like I said, it was a good chapter.
Yeah,
not really that big of a chapter.
No,
but it definitely answered some questions and gave us some more questions. Overall, if I do have to add everything, I'm gonna get serious here for a moment. Can't stop leakage. People are gonna leak stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we live in the age of technology. If it really bothers you that much, they also social media. My coworker said it best. She was like, just take yourself away from those particular groups. Don't follow. If you want to read at your own pace, not be bothered by anything, just go solo. Just delete yourself from groups, or take yourself off social media. Read it, enjoy it. As far as people getting angry about stuff, if you're angry about it, you're more than welcome to email Toei Animation. Who produces the anime?
Well, you got Funimation. I mean, it's obviously all still shonen.
You're more than welcome to.
It's kind of still under the same flag now. It's kind of all under the same banner.
But you're more than welcome to email, write these people, and ask for a job application, and then you can get a job there, and then you can write, animate to your heart's content. Other than that, these are the stories that these creators have thought about for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
You're getting mad that Eerie didn't get a backstory, but 5 years ago when he was making this story, he did not think about that.
Yeah. Everybody forgets about that. Like, a lot of that takes years, and
they're not just a webtoon. Like what this is 293.
293, I believe. Yeah, 293 and 294. He's
not sitting on his toilet right now writing 295. No, he wrote 295 freaking a year or two ago.
It was 293.
Yeah, 293. So
293.
He's not sitting on his toilet writing 294. No, that's already written.
Yeah.
So for you to be upset by something he's already written, just stop watching.
Yeah, but guys, seriously though, let us know what you think in the comments. Also, too, shout out again. We've gotten a few new subscribers. Thank you for all the content. Thank you for all the support. We're on
the road to 100 subscribers.
Let's go. Let's get it.
We're on the road.
We'd love to make it to 100 subscribers, but thank you guys again for tuning in. Anime and Beer. Back at it as always. Hey, be safe out there. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
And, hit that like, subscribe, bell for notifications. Until next time.
Peace.